All right. Good morning, guys. So today is Saturday. 3 weeks in a row, I've not had any class, like no free class. Only classes I do are my official classes, yeah. So, but the market has been giving so many significant things, and I want to talk about how people take unnecessary losses, and also how we. It's not about unnecessary losses. How you can avoid some unnecessary moves you take. In short, unnecessary moves. Forget about the unnecessary losses. So um I've I've taught my concept, like the full concept, in such a way that anybody that asks you how or what do you want to do, like what I mean is my full concept. I mean, I've taught every single thing I use in the market. And any breakdown I'm going to do, every single body is going to understand that, okay, this is the reason why doctor did this breakdown, or this is the exact reason. This is how my breakdown is. In short, if I'm free, I used to do my breakdown. Okay, whether I'm free or not, my breakdowns are always available in my community, on my sorry, in my lifetime mentorship. But still, I still try to post breakdown before it happened on TikTok. Before it even happened, I try to post it on TikTok. Now, I'll start from yesterday. Yesterday, I took a loss on GBP USD, not because I was supposed to take a loss. That was the act of manipulation. Because if you pay attention, I did a breakdown and I posted on my Telegram channel and I posted on TikTok before it happened at night. Now, when I made that post, I said GU and EU are going to buy. And I gave you guys my reasons. And if you are actually my students, I've already taught you that thing way before it happened. I've already taught you that thing. We know power of three. We know that Friday is going to be a reversal. Then now I have a confirmation. I have a 4 hour reject 4 hour and I have a 4 hour CRT. Now let's quickly go and do the breakdown. Let's quickly let's start from there today. I'll start from EU. Now I've already posted where I closed out my swing trading. I closed out my swing around here, if you guys can recall. I closed out my swing. No, is it here? No, it's here. I don't know. I closed out around here, my swing sells, which is I closed out around, let's see. Wait, let me check my Telegram channel quickly. This is where I closed out. This is around 1.15540. I closed both positions, one and the second one here. Okay. So I closed around 540, a little bit below here. So I closed around 1 is to 13. 1 is to 13 are on my swing cells. And then why did I stop this sell? What do you think? Now, I stopped my sell because it's a Friday, and Friday pullbacks can be crazy. Friday can even start the initial move. I already did the breakdown. You can go to my Telegram channel, or you can go to my page on TikTok and you see it. Now, why the buy? Now I'm done with the sell. I'm not interested in this sell. I'm not interested in posting screenshots of the move I take. Okay, well, I'll cancel everything now. I'll delete it. Now, the buy. How did I break down the buy? I came to the daily chart. When I came to the daily chart, you cannot see anything. The thing is that what you need to understand is if you understand power of three, we know that okay, the weekly candle need to close. What I mean is that okay, now this is a candlestick, right? This is a complete candlestick. Now, in the weekly time frame, we have one candlestick. In the daily time frame, we have one candlestick to represent a day. Anything we call it is actually a one candlestick that's representing everything. But now this is a bullish candle. No matter what, a bullish candle is going to close with a wick above and a wick below. So if you understand the concept that okay, these things are going to have wick above and below. And where did the candle open? Right here. This is where that candle opened. And where did the candle close? Sorry. The candle opened right here. This is the opening of the candle, right? Should I write it? Let me just write open. This is the open of the candle, right? And then this is the close of the candle. Now, if this is a weekly candlestick, what is your brain telling you, right? What's this the close? It's telling you that this is where the candle opened, and then Monday is likely drop down. The candle is going to be bearish at first. So if the candle is bearish at first, then Tuesday and Wednesday are likely going to push up. Some Tuesday self used to be on this week because that's where the reversal will start occurring. The reversal is likely going to start occurring on this week. Then Wednesday and Thursday are going to give the actual move to the upside. It will come to this place. Then Friday is going to give the pullback to create the last week. So having this knowledge has already given me the foundation that okay, I explained it already. It's already in my mentorship too. In my course, if you watch the video, is there. So I knew that okay, Friday is likely going to buy. I came. Regardless of anything I'm seeing, all I'm looking for is an opportunity to buy on a Friday. Came to the 4 hour chart. If you come to the 4 hour chart, what do you notice? What have you learned from me over the time? Now you notice that okay, at some point, the market came into a key level. I don't know which, because I didn't even waste my time to identify any key level that the market was coming from. Yeah, but the market came into a key level. Okay, beautiful. After the market came into that 4 hour key level, gave us a rejection. What happened? The market gave us a CRT, which is my bias type 2. Now, immediately after this, market reject from a key level and give us a 4 hour CRT. That's where I broke down the buy. Now, how do you take your first buy if you are trading a CRT? Is whenever we have the formation of a CRT, we're going to have a key level at that particular place. What do I mean? Now, look at this bearish candle. The bearish candle came in like this. This long bearish candle, it gave us the range. It came in like this, right? And if you pay attention, a bullish candle came in like this. Bullish candle came in like this, eh? And it came in, and then as you are coming, please mute yourself. What's this?
I don't understand.
I'll remove this person. I don't like the noise. Then we have something like this, yeah? If the first option and the easiest way to buy is to enter from this new support that created itself, from that 4 hour time frame, that's the first way to enter. Just enter from that support. So if you pay attention, Euro USD gave us the move. I took the exact trade on GBP USD, but I took a loss. That doesn't mean I did it wrong or anything. I fucking knew it was going to buy. I took a loss. I took a loss of 1% on my 50K funded account. It's just 1%. Now I lost 1%. But mind you, I made 14% on the week and I lost 1% at the end of the week. And if I should have entered on Euro USD, they are all the same thing. So I feel like anyone will just go. I just entered on GBP, but Euro USD gave the move. This is your first option of your entry for that buy, right? If you're buying, your first option. Now, how do you go for the buy? This place, you have your range. This is your candle range right here, right? This is where you're going to be paying attention to the 50%. Maybe the market comes to 50%, do something. It doesn't say close. It doesn't say just do something. You must take an action with your position. You can set break even. You can take partial. Do something when the market gets to 50% of that candle range. Now, your first entry, if you're an aggressive trader, is going to be this place, right? It's going to be exactly that place. And then your stop loss is going to be below this candle, low like this. But then this entry is interesting, but the RR is always bad. This is where you're going to be taking profit at the high of this candle. So regardless of any sell entry and the trend on a Friday, I don't care. I use my brain very well and I know where to follow when I'm taking a trade on a Friday. Now, this is actually the first type of entry you're going to get. Now, let's come back. Let's still use our brain again. Let's still use our brain. The market came, gave a 4 hour CRT, come and rejected from this 4 hour key level. Can you see? So you can take this one as a rejection. Now you come to drop to the 1 hour. This is you doing indirect top-down analysis. It's a top-down analysis. Now, if you're refining, like me, if you're refining, I will show you guys where my entry actually came from. You can automatically enter from this QM. And at this point, there's a QM, yeah? There's liquidity. Your SL is not going to be right below here. It's not going to get to this low, right? It's not going to go as low as this low. Then you take your buy. Maybe you put your stop loss just below this one candle or this candle, and then you can take like a 1:5. The essence is for you to know that I shouldn't be proud, but my bias is so strong. When I say the market is bullish, 80% of the time I get my bias right. I can get my entries wrong and I lose the trade, but my bias is likely going to be right because I took almost 3 months. I wasn't executing. I wasn't focused on entries. I was focusing primarily on bias because if I know where the market is going to today, then I have 80% probability of winning my trade. But you can still get your bias right and still lose your trade. A lot of times it happens. But you see, the market came, gave everything. Now I took the sell. Remember my sell. Let's come to the far. Remember why I took my swing sell. My swing sell started from what? This zone. Market took out liquidity, which is a very obvious liquidity. A market come into an open close. And I've already broken this thing back to back. This is why I started my swing sell. I sold from here. And the market dropped down. And market took out this external liquidity and I stopped selling immediately. 1:13. Remember, I was calling to 1:10. I didn't know until I saw that it's 1:13. 1:13. And then boom. Now the market came and this buy again. Well, I took a loss. Not because I didn't do it right, because I took it on GU. Can you see the exact same move here? Now let's this EU. Now look at GU. The exact same move happened on the 4 hour. Look at it here. But the market decided tag us in, give us some profit of like 1:2. Yes, I think 1:2. It gave us more than 1:2. I didn't set breakthrough because I was writing exams. The market came back, took us out, and still went up. What is this telling us? Our bias was so correct, but we made the wrong decision off of the wrong pair, and then the market decided to take us out. And it's okay. It's okay for the market to take you out. It's okay. We've already won 2 trades. The one are we now bullish on GU? No, the monthly is bearish, sir. The monthly time frame is bearish. How would you be bullish, sir? No, you're not bullish. You shouldn't be scared of any retracement. Please, these guys are making noise in their place. Make yourself, please. Right. That's what happened. And this is my breakdown on oh my god, what did I do? This is my breakdown on GU. The same thing, GU decided to mess me up, but EU decided to go towards the direction. And that's how the market is. Did I go for revenge trade? No. I took a loss, fine and good. I sent it to my Telegram channel. Oh yes, I lost 1% on my 50K funded account. And yeah, it's cool. Someone that made 14% over the week, I made 14%. I shouldn't be upset of losing 1%. I don't even feel bad. I was so okay. I just dropped my system, dropped my phone. I didn't even open my system, and I'm done, and I'm okay, right? So the breakdown on EU swing sells. Pay attention. The breakdown on EU swing sells. Now, look at. I've already shared so many secrets with you guys for free, but still you need to be relating it with a lot of logics. You say GU go daily, price is reacting from a key level, 4 hour break. That's why you guys take losses sometimes. Anyway, so right now, the thing is, let's break down this EU cells. Please, if you immediately come inside, mute yourself now. What's going to happen if you mute? The noise is too much for me over here. Now, this cell I took from here, I will do the exact breakdown for you in different zones. See, if a market is trending, that's why sometimes you guys need to study the chart on your own. Your mentor doesn't have to come and make you study the chart. I did the studying of this chart all by myself. Nobody taught me how to study the chart. I have a lot of mentors. They taught me how to trade. Yes. I blended all their concepts together. Yes. No, none of my mentors will say, okay, I trade only this concept. No. I combine with ICT and I make it into one and I make it make sense. And I teach people making it make sense. They'll blend everything together, mixing ICT with all the concept I treat, and it's SLK at the end. Now, if you look at this swing cell exactly on EU, let's look at this. I'll show you guys on NZDUSD. That's if you see me do something like this, know that okay, I have a swing trade that I have high probability it's going to play out. Now, if a market take out an obvious high time frame liquidity following the trend. Now let's look at the 4 hour chart. Are we bullish? There's a bearish trend on NZUSD. A complete bearish trend, no arguments. Okay. Now, and I told you guys all the time that the trend is stronger than your opposing key level. Forget about an opposing key level. The trend is stronger. Pay attention more to the trend. Now, when I come to the daily chart and see something. Come to the daily chart and I'll show you exactly that swing trade. It's not the first time I'm taking it. It's not the second time I'm taking it. It's not the third time. Now, look at what happened right here. This is an obvious liquidity. Look at it. This is an obvious. I call it an obvious liquidity because I don't like all those hidden liquidities. And someone will come and tell you that, oh yeah, this liquidity is hidden. That's why. No. Now this is it. And look at this. This open close. Can you see? Now, look at this move, for example. Can you see this move? Now, look at this liquidity. I'm not focusing on this open close. I'm focusing on this open close. Can you see? If you have a move like this, look at the overall trend. Yeah, a sweep of liquidity, a break of structure, a structural liquidity. Look at what happened here. Just watch. I'm trying to show you guys how I swing trade. One setup over the time. What's this here? What's this? Is this any different from my swing trade?
What I want to for this one, which just technical for you before. What I want to for you as a normal human being, what you just said for you before. I'm not saying club place for you. Nah, people of that. Hey, the man a good man. They talk about that. Why? Come we go here go to clean wine. Let's keep plug about it.
Brother, mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself. Look at this move. Is this any different from my Euro USD swing sell? No. Look at open close, imbalance, liquidity, tagging, sell. Okay, now look at this one. This is the sell, and this is the one I swing. This is the one I swing. Okay. Liquidity, imbalance, open close, sell. Is there any difference? No. These are my two most recent swings. That's why I'm trying to show you my two most recent swings. How do you think I swing? I'm not a swing trader. I'm a day trader. I don't swing trade. But there are opportunities I'm used to seeing. Like I used to always define for you guys. What is technical analysis? Technical analysis is pattern that repeats itself. It's a pattern. Forget about people telling you logic over pattern. Yes, there is always logic over pattern, but it's a pattern that repeats itself all the time. Now, for you to get that pattern correctly, you need to trade it with a logic. Because if you see that pattern, you start seeing it everywhere. That's where the problem is. Then you need to modify, you need to understand that, okay, there are some places that when you see that pattern, it's not going to hold. And that's what makes it a strategy. There is nothing special in a strategy. There is nothing special in a strategy. Nothing. A strategy is a pattern that repeats itself. Okay, you've understood this pattern that repeats itself. Now, you will start seeing the pattern everywhere. How do you modify? How do you know the correct and the incorrect ones? How do you know the valid and the invalid ones? That is when you are going to use what we call logic. Right? Now, look at, I just broke down the Euro USD cells. Look at the cell, please. Look at how I took the cell from here. Look at from here. I used a confirmation entry over here. I didn't even enter from here. The confirmation entry came over here and the sell came in. Boom. And I dropped to here. And I called the buy yesterday and I closed here and the buy. Boom. And I showed you right now on NZDUSD exactly how I used to do it. On the daily, look. This was my other swing trade the other time. Look at, that's it. Open close. Boom. There is a logic to this also. Look at the second one here. Boom. And I'll show you how I broke down this one. This one I missed it because I canceled my limit over the news. It happened. Look at this. What's this? The breaker block here. This is where the exact entry is going to come from. And this is your obvious liquidity. You are refining it from the daily time frame. You're not doing anything special. Something like this. And this is what we call a swing trade. Then you sell down to this external liquidity. This is how you swing trade. It's not like you are expecting every move to hold. That's why when you come to structure, the first thing you are supposed to know is that there's what we call an external, a swing structure, a substructure, and an internal structure. At some point, an internal structure is going to mess you up. You're going to fucking lose a lot of trade if you are trading the internal structure. But if you pay attention to the substructure and the substructure, like I used to say, if you see now, why a lot of people lose trade is that the market is going to do like this on the higher time frame. And on the lower time frame, you know that this pullback here is going to be an uptrend on the 1 hour. It's going to be an uptrend, and it's just a pullback. Because the market is moving aggressively to the upside doesn't mean we are now bullish. Sure, you know. Because the market is moving aggressively to the downside doesn't mean we are now bearish. Markets might be moving to a 1 hour or to like a daily inducement. That is now going to be of your opportunity for you to zoom out the entire chart and take the trade. Zoom out your entire chart. Then you now look for the actual inducement and where the market is going to, and then the drop is going to set it. That is why you see the daily. You need to know your trend very well. Look at the trend. Clearly bearish on NZD because the market moved up like this. What are you saying? Market is coming for this internal liquidity. Nothing else. That doesn't mean you are bullish, and that doesn't mean you're not going to buy. You're going to buy. You're going to look for buys, but at some point you should stop buying. At some point you should understand that the market is not fucking buying anymore, and the market is going to start selling. Yes, at some point, that's what you are supposed to understand. And then you stop, and then you start what the market is actually doing. That is how it happens all the time. Right? So this is 1, 2. Now, the last trade was BTC, and BTC has already started dropping. I have a prediction on BTC, but it didn't go well. I'm not here to lie for you guys. So it didn't go well. The prediction for like the drop, the market went to all-time high before the drop. I didn't expect the market to go to all-time high. But now I'm still, regardless, I have a move on BTC during the week. And if you look at it, it's from the 4-hour time frame. And it has been the setup I trade all the time. Now, these are the 3 trades for the week, and that's why I'm breaking all of them down. My EU swing sell, 1:10 or 1:13 achieved. My BTC buy, I close at 1:4. The other one, come back, hit break even, final good. Then the final. Please, you guys should. I can't even find it making the noise. I can't find it. Look at, I can't even find it. I can't find the person. Okay, now look at my prediction was this. Now, boom, market came, tag was in. After the tag in, I went straight to the 30 minutes time frame. I was already in, but I added another position. How did I add another position? I'm not here like to teach, but I have the confirmation entry off of here, and the entry was superb. Look at the entry. These are, see, if the market doesn't reject my zone like this, then I'm not doing it correct. Normally, what have I taught you guys? I didn't do the thing very properly, but yeah, I've already taught you guys where to place your stop loss. This is where stop loss is going to be. This is your liquidity right here. Now, doctor this, doctor that. Bro, look at this. This is an origin setup. Why? Because if you pay attention to this, this is a continuation on the higher time frame. But this drop is a downtrend on the lower time frame. And this is now an origin setup for us to go up. That's why I believe that, okay, yeah, then it's an origin setup, but it came in form of continuation. This is your entry, this is your liquidity, this is your imbalance, this is your stop loss, this is your sweep of liquidity, this is your break of structure. Sweep, break, structural liquidity, imbalance, entry, stop loss below the candle that created the imbalance. Boom! All the time. I sent this to my guys on lifetime mentorship. I sent this screenshot to them. I was like, okay, let's try this. I entered aggressively from the higher time frame. It was going my way, and I found the confirmation entry. I didn't place my stop loss here, but on the norms, the stop loss is going to be here. Now, where do you take profits? When you come to the 4-hour, sometimes you need to use your brain. When you come to the 4-hour, you see this type of candle? You see this imbalance and a candle like this. This is what I call candlestick structure. This is exactly what I call candlestick structure. Who is making this noise? Who is making this noise? There's so much noise. Someone is playing, is watching the video and watching TikTok, and that's why the sound is here. You are watching this class and you're watching TikTok. That's why the sound is here. Please. Right? So now, if you pay attention, you see it. Now, the entry came in. This is like 1:9. But if you understand this pattern, now I'm giving you guys one of my candlestick structure. This is a candlestick structure. You should know that this move, this high momentum candle, and this candle, just watch these 3 candles. 1, 2 candles. Pay attention to this type of candles and go and back test. Then you come back and tell me the story. I know that this is crazy. Immediately I send them a message and say, okay, be careful. The market is going to do something crazy right here. I told them to do anything they want with their position. And then I closed out one at 1:4. It was 1:4 because my stop loss was not here. I didn't think my stop loss was here. It's supposed to be 1:9. But you know how useless BTC can be. And then boom, this happened. Now, these are all my trades for the week. EU, NZD, EU, BTC, and GU. GU messed me up, not because I did it wrong, but because I chose the wrong place. But it's cool. Nevertheless, it's cool. It's not the first time. But EU did exactly what we wanted it to do. So basically, if you're trading, let's say, yeah, you can ask questions. When I'm done with the streaming, I'll focus on the guys on TikTok. You can ask any question you want to ask. For now, I'm in a free Saturday class. Now, if you guys come to the chat every single day, there's an advice I'm giving all the upcoming traders. I'm also an upcoming trader. I'm not like the popular people, you know. I also know all of them. I'm not like all the popular guys, Tony Ike, the Kingmans, the Tapo Willies, and all of them. I'm not them, and I'm not even comparing myself with them. But this is the advice I'm going to give you guys. The first thing first you're going to do is, if you come into this space, is get a working strategy. See, don't deceive yourself by saying, the mentor, sorry to say, like you don't need to jump from strategy to strategy, or You don't need to do this and you don't need to do that. This is my advice personally. If you start using or testing something, you need to make at first that your strategy is working, right? Make sure your strategy is working. Power break. Please, can you talk about structure? Oh, I don't have, please, how do you study? How do you study? I'll ask that question. Hey, God, this noise. Why is it always in my ear now? I'm the guy now. I'll find the guy. Right. Now, if you take a look at all of them, I'm not like in any way close to them, but I'm making money. And in Naira, sorry to announce it to you, I'm a millionaire. A lot of money did there. But I want to tell you that, see, if you come into this industry, if you get a working strategy first, secondly, understand every bit of it, that strategy, in such a way that you yourself, you can argue with your mentor. Every bit of it. And when understanding every bit of it, you did it on the market, forward testing, not back testing. Then, thirdly, locking. You see that word locking, people say. How many of you knew me on media? You don't know me. I came out recently 3 months, 4 months, because I locked in. And I didn't come out until I started making money. I didn't come out. Nobody knew me when I was making $200, $400, $500. Except you go to my Instagram account and you see 2023 when I was posting my payout from consummate traders of $200, $250. But when you knew me, I was already who I am because I locked in. And I have mentors, 8 to 9 mentors. I learned from all of them. I have their recorded classes. And I'm also a student. I sat down and I settled down and I set myself straight and I told myself the truth. I said, bro, you need to do this thing. Watching people doing it on media doesn't mean you cannot do it or doesn't mean you need to keep watching them. No, I've already had the information. Lingard is doing it well. College is doing it well. Dax is doing it well. Tony is doing it well. All of them are doing it well. Fourth man. All those are people that teach me. Now I sat down, have their videos, watch through three times, write a note, come to the chat, practice, locked in until I get it correct. Set my psychology. 4 months of locking in, boom, passed the profile, boom, started making money. I didn't show myself until I make sure I was so consistent. Okay, people were like, okay, you need to start teaching, and that's why I'm here now. And that's why I'm here. That's the reason I'm here. You see, first thing first, again, I'll tell you before I continue the class, get a working strategy. Secondly, understand that strategy to the best, to the fullest, until you stop asking your mentor question. If you still keep asking your mentor question, you know, say you never understand and be that. Get it to the fullest. Finally, locking. That's the three things. Oh, you want to make it in this industry? Then do exactly what I told you. I swear. Let me swear give you. You're going to make it. Lock in. Right? We can't do it without mentors. Actually, without mentors, it's very difficult. Now I'll tell you why. Listen. Anybody that have a YouTube channel, let's take one of our popular Nigerian mentors, for example, Tony. Let's say Tony Ike. Tony Ike is a very good trader. Very, very good trader. Now, doesn't he have a YouTube channel? Yeah, he does. But he still does mentorship. Yeah, he does. Why? All the people on YouTube still do mentorship. Why? Ask yourself, you were going to YouTube to make a free video and you still do mentorship. Why? Because at the end of the video, let's say, for example, let's take Smart Money More. Even me, I watch YouTube. Let's take Smart Money More. There's a guy they call Smart Money More. Smart Money More is on YouTube. Smart Money More will now come. And Smart Money More say, this is how to trade, this is how to trade, this is how to do essence. And at the end of the video, he say, for a premium content, come to him for mentorship. Smart Money More is a very good trader. And it's from UK. Now, it's from US, sorry. If you pay attention, why at the end of all the people that have YouTube channels have premium mentorship? That's to show you that that free content is not enough to make you someone. Very few. They say 1% of traders are profitable, yeah? Now, 0.00001% are making it from YouTube. Yes. And the reason is because the information on YouTube is going to just guide you so that you come for the premium. That's the truth. Then go get yourself someone who is doing it correctly. Someone you believe, someone you trust. And that's why I have this thing on my YouTube channel, on my Telegram channel. I always show you guys the move. the move I take, and on weekend, on Friday, on Saturdays, I come live here and I break down all the move for you guys, all of it. So you see, this is how I took the trade. My swing trade on Euro USD. I have another swing trade incoming. It's not like I'm going to share here, but I'm going to share with other. This is when the swing trade was running. Yeah, I'm coming. Look at it when it's at 1:7 and BTC is at 1:1, right? Look at something. Come. Can you see I was swing sell Euro USD? This is it. This is where the information came in. October 3rd. This is October 3rd. Look at it. Right. Now, that's for that. Let's come back into the chart. That's the advice I'm giving you guys. Let's come back into the chart now. I have my back to gold. Let's do a little price action breakdown. Now, there's something I call an origin and a continuation setup. Right? I will answer you. Let me finish with this, people. I will answer you, please. All right, now look at gold entirely. And I want to give you guys an example of something interesting. There is what we call origin and continuation setup. That you see those two videos in my class I taught you guys. You see SLE, you see KLR, you see candlestick structure, you see power of three, you see understanding TGIF, you see all these things I teach you that took me a lot of time to understand. You see all those things I teach you that took me a lot of time to understand in my classes. If you know and you understand how to do all these things, you're safe. It's very easy and it's very simple. And you're safe. Now, let's come and talk about this. Let's just look at this. Just look at this. Just this. This is a candlestick structure of what? Of an origin setup. Now, this origin setup happened on the 4-hour time frame. Now, my mentor used to tell me something, the person I learned this thing from, the person I learned key levels from. He used to tell me something that if you have a 4-hour break to the downside, regardless of key level, you can sell. If you have a 4-hour break to the upside, regardless of higher time frame key level, you can buy. He used to always tell me that thing. He used to always say it in all of his videos. His first storyline videos, he mentioned it. Now, sometimes I use, sometimes I don't use, sometimes I teach. Most times I don't teach it because it has messed me up sometimes, but it works. Now, if you pay attention to this, just pay attention to just this price action here. I don't know. I'll permit one person. We have 5 minutes before the live end. Then you can come back to TikTok to continue watching me, those people that are here. Now, pay attention to this price action. Who can tell me what is here? Like anybody that have attended my class or have watched my course, I'll permit you to unmute yourself and tell me the entire price action here in gold. What is this? Tell me. I need someone that understands it very well. Just tell me. Yeah, you can trade another bias. Prime asks the question, what's the difference between breakout and breakup structure? They are literally the same thing for me. I want to know how to check bias. Or more, you want to learn candlestick structure. Yeah, that means correct. This guy attended my class. Yeah, it's candlestick structure. Yeah, it's candlestick structure. Now, this is a candlestick structure for itself. Sweep, break, inducement, entry. This everything. Like this is what we call candlestick structure. It's just you studying the candlestick and understanding, okay, this is how you're going to sell from. But if you come to the 1 hour, it's going to look very obviously clear, right? All right, let's come to the 1 hour and let's see what happened at that particular place. Now, this is the entire sell. This is your sweep right here, your sweep of liquidity. This is an origin setup. Why? Because it happened when the market is trying to reverse, right? So you should know when a setup is going to happen. And this is what? Your structural liquidity. And see the pullback. And this is what? Your entry. And then the sweep, the break, the structural liquidity, and the sell. And that's why the sell came in, took our external liquidity. This is okay. Now, you are done with this. You come back into the daily chart. This particular setup I just explained needs to be happening at that particular time frame. Now, on the daily chart, market came here, gave us a rejection. Come to the 4 hour. You have a type 2 break. Listen attentively. I'm breaking gold for you guys. Daily reject daily, right? Okay, good. Type 2 break, market break above the zone. Boom. After the break, listen attentively. After any break, you're looking forward to. After any break, there's a type 2 break that happened. You look, if I say this thing for here now, anyway, it's cool. You look forward to the nearest 4-hour key level that is unmitigated. Look at the candle that caused the break. This key level is unmitigated. This is the only key level that is unmitigated. This 4-hour key level right here is mitigated. So we're not going to be paying attention to this key level. We don't have any business with this key level. This is the only one. Then you refine it into an origin or your continuation setup. Boom! You've gotten your very beautiful trade. Oh, doctor, did anybody teach you this? Nobody. Regardless of all the mentors I've had, I will say it to their face. Nobody taught me this. This particular thing I just did. It took me so many losses to understand that, whoa, this is actually what the market is doing. Then you come, you have this line right here. You can refine. If you want, you can enter off of here. It's cool. Why? Because this candle came here very close. Boom, pulled back. Come to this high. Boom, dropped. Give you an inducement. Boom, you buy from here. Oh, doctor, I'm not comfortable with taking this trade. Okay, market come to this zone. Okay, you're watching. 4-hour reject 4-hour. This is a 4-hour key that will give you a 1-hour break. Boom, confirmation entry. You buy from here. How about this? 2 buy here. 2 fucking clean buys on gold on Friday. And you know why I'm very proud of this move? I just woke up, I was sleeping. I finished my exam yesterday. I was just woke up, I was sleeping, and my students are already in. 1:6. 1:6. My lifetime students were in. They were inside and we were so happy, and I was happy. I didn't even see the move. It was after they've taken the move, I just came to go because I've already taken a loss yesterday and I'm fucking done. And I just saw them. Yeah, they caught the move. And I'm proud of all of them. I'm very proud. That's exactly what I thought. Simple procedure, simple step. That's why I'm not proud, but I sell this. See, if you watch my course and you feel like trading is still hard and you're not getting it right, there's problem. There is very big problem. You should this industry you are in trouble in this industry. But I made it so simple. Anybody that watch my video, I don't post, I don't show feedbacks. But if I'm to show you, for example, everybody will say, God, this is simple. Oh, I love how you approach the market. Oh, I love this. I love that. All the time. They'll always drop messages like that. I can show you 1 or 2. So you see it. Let's see. I think this guy also dropped something. Let's just leave it. Okay. So that's it. Simple. So thank you all for joining. If you want to continue, I'm going to have 5-10 more minutes on TikTok, answer all their questions before I go. So the live is ending in like 1 minute. Let me answer a question quickly. Candlesticks origin setup. Yeah, Emmanuel got it right. QM with liquidity below. Yeah, very correct. Doctor was an SLE for sell too. Sometimes I don't pay attention to SLE just like that. He said active. Who is this one? I don't know. So yeah. Are you on YouTube? No, I'm not on YouTube. How much is your program? Send me a DM. Just send me a DM. How much is my program? Send me a DM. Please do Saturday classes every week. Yes, I used to do it. I just stopped because of exam. I like the way you explain everything. Thank you, sir. I took the sale on Thursday and the buy on Friday. That's very nice. I might on YouTube. No, you are too fast. I'm sorry. I have to be fast because I need to like